Hey guys, what's up? It's Copycat Snow 1912 here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to set up the IIIP printer Select Mini. This is a really good printer. This is really nice, I have to say. But I had to make a couple adjustments. So the thing about these printers is that the videos for it, there's tons and all, but I want to make this one right here the best. So I'm going to show you how to set it up, how to work it, and what to do once the pad on here is gone. Like it doesn't stop working or it's not level. So the first thing that you guys gotta do is wait a sec, let me take this out. Okay, so the first thing you guys gotta do is you gotta plug it in right here. So there's an extension, there's a little plug-in place over here. I don't want to make you guys look too dumb, but there's an extension cord that I have down there. But you plug this thing in right here, and the power is also back there. And what happens is when we get power to the people, it turns on. And then when it's turned on, we can go to move and go to home. Okay? So when you go to home, the thing will move exactly to right there. So when it does, that means it's working. So you got a good thing, you know. And the trouble is that sometimes some people have like little clicking noises when here. That just means that this thing back here is hitting the switch too early. So even then, you're gonna have to print something like this right here, which would kind of suck if you have that problem. But yeah, so you have to print something like this, you know, so that you can shove that thing in there and it will work. So first of all, I'm gonna show you the basics. What you gotta do is you gotta take an Allen key first of all, Allen key, and you gotta take a piece of paper, which I sadly don't have at the moment. And what you gotta do is you gotta take the piece of paper and you gotta level it out. So you put the piece of paper on. I'll just grab a quick piece of paper. Here. I don't have any free paper. Damn it. So yeah, you grab a piece of paper just for example, and then you go like this under the nozzle, and if you have to feel slight tension, but don't have folded, just flat piece of paper. And you adjust these things right here with this as you go, flattening it out and making sure it's stable and steady. Yeah. So the next step that I'm going to show you is how to get the stuff off. And I forgot to tell you, you also have to take the tape off of here. Make sure to take the tape off. If you don't take the tape off, it's not going to work, obviously. So the next step that you're going to have to do is put in the filament. And I will take my filament out right now just to show you. First of all, I'll turn it off. We'll be back in a second. Okay, so the next thing you're going to have to do is put in the filament. So you come with a tiny little bit, but it's not really worth it. And I'll show you how the spool holder works. See the spool holder right here. Let me get this out of the way. Right here. It works because you shoved in there, and then this thing clamps onto that, and it just fits right into there. But make sure that this piece is always pointing up. So we're going to go shove that piece on, and it'll work for sure. Okay, let's go shove this thing on. Now it's on, so what we gotta do next is hook up, where is it? There. This thing to that. But for that, you're gonna have to cut a tip to this. So, I'll be back in a second.
Now we're going to be hooking it up. So as you guys can see, I got this thing right here, and I'm going to be shoving it right into this hole. Let's make it a bit clearer for you guys. So once you get into there, you've got to pull this, and you got to keep on pushing it in until you can't push it in anymore. Just keep on pushing, keep on pushing. I'm almost there. There. Now that part's done. Next part is preheat. So what you gotta do is you're in the main menu and you click the preheat button, and then you get into this, and you choose what temperature, off of your wheel, because the wheel tells how hot the plastic needs to get to melt. So you have to see how hot, and you have to go between the max. So my max is 210 and my minimum is 190. So I normally set it somewhere around 200-ish. I normally go with 195 or 200. I'll go with 200. And the bed is right here. And what happens is when you heat up the bed, it makes it stick better. So I'm going to turn this all the way up to 60. Those are my normal temperatures that I use. But right now I can't do that. But I'll show you what you guys have to do next to print your next thing. So what you gotta do is you gotta press the back button and we'll go over to print. So you should have everything set up by now. And then you would go to print. And let's choose this. So when you choose that, you get the temperature for the nozzle, the bed, and the speed. So you can adjust the speed to how fast you want it to go. So you can go all the way up to 2, or you can go as low as 0.1. But the best speed is normally 1. I will have to cancel this because I have to show you guys the next step that I would choose. So after that, you would just leave it there, watch to make sure that the part doesn't stick, the plastic doesn't stick too much to the bed, and it doesn't like fall off. It's okay if it sticks to the bed, but like if it like kind of sticks to the nozzle, that's bad. You want to remove it as quick as possible. The next thing that you guys will need to do if you just want to take this thing straight off, I did not do that. I just used the thing that I came with straight away for a little bit. Then I bought this thing for 75 cents. But then, the trouble is that if we go to home, this thing just goes right there. Right there. So we need it to go at extra this much. This much more. So what I said to do is pretty much just go into your Z-axis and go up a whole bunch, and you will need to 3D print a clamp. So these clamps you can find, just search up IIIP 3D printer, what's it called, clamp adjuster, no, Z-axis adjuster, that's what it's called. Search up IIIP 3D printer Z-axis adjuster, and you'll find something much like this. But what you gotta do, pretty much, I'll turn this off to show you, but first of all, let me move this up a bit more. And it also depends on what you want to print on. For instance, this, you can take other stuff. So now I'm going to switch this around, just so you guys can get a better view. Okay, we're almost there. So see right there? This thing right here is where you're going to put it. So you're going to find the little thing
which is right there. Just wait a sec. This can take a couple seconds, and there we go. So that right there adjusts it. So when it hits the Z axis right there, it'll go a bit closer. But the one that I use, because of this, how thick it is, I have to use a different one because this one's too thin. So I created my own. I'll show you it in a second. I have a couple bad ones right here, like this one. The good one I have, I don't know where it is, but I'll show you. It's pretty much the exact same, but the thick side has to go on the bottom. So you shove that thing in, and there we go. Now, let's set up the pad. So, to do that, I'm going to have to shove the cord back in because I had to unplug that. So, let's shove the cord back in. Right there. Let me push this a bit more. Shove this cord back in. So, after doing that, we're going to have to power on this. Boop. Power to the people. And then we're going to have to put this on. What I like to do is, if your pad is sticky, I like to take these things. Even if your pad isn't sticky, you need these things. And shove them on. So, I will be back in a second when they're all shoved, one of those single ones shoved on. So, it is shoved on. The next thing that we will have to do is check this thing right here. So, let's go over to that and go to Home. And by the way, you can 3D print these too. If you want to get a new pad quicker, or before your pad breaks out, you can 3D print these things. Like I said, all you have to do is search up Z-axis adjuster IIIP printer 3D. And then you should find some. Oh, you might have to search up model, but I don't know. So now it goes to Home. So the Home is right there. So now we're all ready to print. Good job, guys. See you in the next video. Please subscribe for more videos, and also subscribe if you like Fortnite. You guys should know what this is if you like Fortnite. Please subscribe for more videos. I print random things, like I printed a USB holder. That's pretty nice. I tried to print a suitcase, but the pieces were too light, so when I took off the extra pieces, it just completely broke. So now, we can get into the printing. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below what we should do next.